What do you think of these?
Similar to the Soviet era.
The background is minimal.
Rich texture,
The triangle is a strong shape.
weird display of perspective.
It's going to be an action-packed movie.
Iconic movie posters, part 2.
Let's begin. First up is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. What do you think of this one? It's intense.
Yeah, I feel like it's very dramatic, especially from the lighting that's coming from above the character. And his eyes are telling like a very severe story. Maybe they have a plan behind them or something like this.
Yeah, the close-up and the expression and the look, he's looking straight at you. It's an intense look. And maybe he has something on his mind. Because his face is shining and also all the black around his face highlighting him. So.
And when you see the catch light in his eyes, it means like the light is coming from above. It's like a photographic technical aspect.
Let's check out the next one. Sweeney Todd. I like the colors of this one.
Yeah. You have the color on one side and the subject on one side.
Yeah, and kind of half of it is red, half of it is black with the grays, whites in the middle. Check out the expression on his face also.
Well, almost like his eyes, you feel like they're popping out.
Yeah.
They're trying to haunt you. Like.
He looks sinister, he looks evil, especially holding that razor.
Well, he's a demon barber. What more can we say?
True. Let's check out the next one.
Yeah. What a
Nacho Libre. This is a fun poster and the movie is funny actually.
Yeah, it looks like almost he's jumping at you as if you're in the ring with him.
Yeah.
And he's almost coming at you to wrestle you probably.
Yeah.
And the sky is like pretty blue, like same as color as his pants probably.
Yeah.
Like dramatic blue.
The red over the blue is also giving a nice contrast. Check out like his mustache, his hair, his look is funny actually also.
Yeah, and the font is like pretty funny because the movie is like mostly tells a comedian story.
Definitely. Let's check out the next one. Repo. The Genetic Opera. This is not a very well-known movie. It's like a musical, but it's a rock musical. What is intriguing about this is like the character. He looks so mysterious. Like what is he? What is he wearing? And the font is interesting. And it has like a grungy look. What do you think?
Background is like pretty dark and grungy, as you said. The font is weird because they're using like a similar font to the Soviet era. You know?
Oh yeah.
You know these posters and the color is the same, like the red and the frame as well. It's like a cut paper or something like this.
Yeah.
And the thing that he's wearing looks like a cyberpunkish suit or I don't know what.
Yeah, it's very like uncommon. It's different. It's unique.
Coming from his eyes.
Also that.
Telling some mysterious story.
Also that. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
American Pie. The logo is like an iconic logo. It's like a stamp logo.
And notice the tilted people in it. Maybe in this way they were able to fit all the people inside the small format of the poster. Probably.
True.
And notice the pie that has a hole inside of it.
There's also the random flute also. It's a funny movie. They have to make a funny poster.
Yeah. It's symbolic things kind of.
Check out the use of the negative space, like mostly white on the top, and they're filling the other part of it.
Yeah.
And like you said, in a tilted way to make some motion. Next up, Clockwork Orange. Now, this movie is like a classic movie. It's a disturbing movie. I haven't seen it, but the poster is quite memorable because notice how they use this triangular shape in the middle. You don't often see that in posters, and the triangle is a strong shape. And also, like, it's kind of minimal. The white background with just the visual in the middle.
Yeah, the shape is enveloping a story of the main character. What does he do, probably?
Yeah, and the logo is striking with this orange, black on white. It's a good poster.
Well
yeah.
Notice here the smiley with the 3 eyes.
Yeah.
Kind of smiling, but maybe he's trying to say something else. Not probably.
Now this smiley with the 3 eyes, this is what I remember of this poster. But I've seen the same like idea in The Simpsons. They had like an episode where a fish had 3 eyes because of nuclear mutation and whatnot. But the colors here are also nice. This yellow on the blue gives a nice contrast. Notice also how around the poster you have like the black dark edges.
I think it looks like a painting.
Could be.
By the
could
brush. By the blue brush. Like
Yeah.
random strokes up and down and the left and right.
It's a nice texture actually.
Probably it's kind of mirrored. Look in the middle of the poster.
Possible.
I can see something mirrored, like the
Possible.
above part to the
Yeah.
beneath part.
I don't. Yeah.
Have a nice end of the world.
Yeah. I don't really remember the movie, but sometimes the poster is nicer than the movie, right?
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, whenever you see like someone wearing a red bandana, holding a sword and a gun with people on his sides, you're gonna remember Pirates of the Caribbean.
Massacre.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do it like a map, the style of a map
Okay.
when they're displaying the name of the movie. Pirates of the
True,
Caribbean,
true.
The story behind it and the below when you have it.
Yeah.
Treasure.
There's a lot
and
going
skull.
on. There's a lot going
Treasure
on.
and skull. Yeah. There's a lot of work.
Yeah. It might not be the best looking one, but if you remember it, it works.
I think it's memorable.
it's definitely iconic because of the composition of it and the characters.
District 9.
Yeah.
Notice how there are two main elements in the poster, which is like one is the sign, no humans allowed, and above it is the alien ship.
Yeah.
They're trying to tell you basically, you are not welcome here.
Yeah. The sign alone, like, it's intriguing. Like, no humans allowed with this alien shape. And it's not like the generic alien that we always see. It's a different type of alien. So this alone is like intriguing to me. What is this? Then I noticed this floating something above the city. It's an interesting poster. And notice how lower third is dark, the upper 2/3 are light. Good composition as well.
The alien ship inside of the negative space.
Yeah, and the logo is actually striking white and red on top of the dark.
It's very well done.
bottom. Yeah, it's a good poster.
Next one.
Juno.
I noticed one thing directly from the
Yeah.
middle of the poster.
Mhm.
Since they have these stripes on the clothes of the girl, the main character, I think they like just enlarged the stripes and make it as the main element of the poster.
It also kind of became their branding. Whenever you see stripes like this, you directly remember, and a bit of green, you remember this movie.
Yeah. The font is placed on one side,
Yeah.
the character is placed on the other, while the girl is not looking at the guy. Probably there's like a dispute between them.
And she's standing sideways so you can see her pregnant belly.
And the perfectly placed character names in the
Yeah.
white stripe in the top.
And notice also the people running on the bottom right. I don't know, I haven't seen the movie, but maybe it has something to do with the story. If they hadn't placed them there, it wouldn't have given the same effect.
Yeah.
Machete.
Oh, this guy.
This was an action-packed movie,
Yeah.
like the guy is macho.
Who doesn't know him right
Yeah.
after this movie?
Lots of knives and machetes. Kind of gives the vibe of the movie.
It displays anger and violence.
Violence, yeah, action, violence. It gives the right vibe of the movie.
As if he's want to revenge someone as well.
Yeah. Notice something also, like behind him, like the color is bright behind him to emphasize him and his face, and darker on the corners.
Yeah.
It has a grungy
It's like
feel
a
also.
photographic technique also
Yeah.
to display the main subject
Yeah.
in front.
Repo Man.
Interesting color grading here. You
Yeah.
don't see this one type of color,
True.
monochromatic color all over the poster.
Yeah. Blue instead of the usual gray or black. It's an interesting
And
choice.
the red definitely stands out.
Yeah, the red and white over the blue, they pop out, definitely.
What do you think about the expression? The other guy is looking down and the one is looking here.
Yeah.
Like as if they don't care, they just want to do their job.
You know, actually, the main guy that's looking at the viewer, it catches your attention when there's kind of eye contact, or if, let's say, he was looking somewhere else, it wouldn't have given the same effect. Also, notice the use of negative and positive space, the white areas. They give a nice balance. It wouldn't have been the same if everything was filled up.
Yeah, I'm getting this message from him, like don't interfere in our job. Let us do it.
True.
You're gonna be safe.
Yeah.
Oh,
A series of unfortunate events. Like
Look at the framing
Yeah.
by the main character.
It's quite nice.
It's incredible.
With his hands, he's like creating some kind of circle that's surrounding the main title of the movie. And notice his hands, like they're like crooked, as if he's evil. Or
trying to
something.
creep out the other characters.
Yeah, as if he's trying to catch them or control their lives, which represents the story, kind of.
Yeah, and they have probably hope of escaping because the sun is in between the characters.
Yeah, it's as if it's giving some
shining
hope over there. True. Yeah, good composition. The Devil's Double. We don't, yeah.
What a maximalism here.
Yeah, and we don't often see like monochrome color posters. This here is everything
And
all
metallic.
gold. Yeah, all metallic, all gold.
You definitely need to like get up really close to notice all the details. there.
Details, true.
Especially like the bullets here. Also, you cannot notice them pretty well since they're all colors. They're like
True.
golden color.
Basically, some bullets are
Which is-
flying.
Which is looks weird for me,
Yeah,
but it's definitely different from the other ones.
yeah. And the fact that it's just one color makes it iconic. Like when you see it, you remember this movie.
Yeah.
The Grudge. Notice like half of it is black and the other half on the third is this eye and
Yeah,
white
pretty like
expression.
80% of the black
Yeah.
poster, and only have you like this thin line of hope for this person maybe to escape from
Yeah.
the evil character in the movie. I don't know. But that's what I get.
The expression like fear and you can just directly tell it's a horror movie. And notice how the logo is red, the title is red on black. A lot of horror movies do that. This poster, definitely when you see it, you're gonna remember the movie.
Look at this gradient here.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Very nice colors, nice gradient colors. We don't often see these colors in movie posters, so it kind of stands out. And what's also iconic about it is the pose of Freddie Mercury. That's his iconic
On
pose from his
stage where
concert.
he does his best.
Yeah,
And the colors are calming as well.
true.
They're pretty nice to the eyes.
Yeah. Notice how there's like a spotlight, bright light on bottom left also.
Yeah, and the colors fade from bright to dark a bit,
Yeah.
going upwards.
Yeah, that was a good
Where
movie.
they display the logo at the same color of the sun.
True. The yellow on purple. The wrestler.
I think he's struggling here probably from the type of the lighting.
Yeah,
It's shining from behind.
and his pose is. He looks tired. He looks as if he has a struggle.
But he's still fighting probably for his life, for
Yeah,
everything in the ring.
yeah. Notice like he's like the use of the negative space to highlight him. He's almost on the third towards the center. It's a minimal poster, but yeah, it gives off a dramatic effect.
Yeah, also
Shows
they were
some
maybe
feelings.
trying to fit the awards here, probably, of the movie or what.
I don't know if they did that on purpose. I'm not sure. Possible.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Kangaroo Jack. This is a fun poster, and the movie was fun also.
Yeah, notice how the main tagline of the movie represents also the Brooklyn on the shirt because it says he stole the money and he's not giving it back.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good Brooklyn vibes.
Yeah. And how often are you gonna see a kangaroo wearing sunglasses and wearing a hoodie and looking at you like that? It's funny. Like you're gonna remember this visual when you see it.
The grungy frame, and the
True, yeah.
special like,
True.
gradient colors coming from inside out.
Yeah.
Oof,
Frank.
that's intense.
That's an intense poster for an action-packed movie. It's one of the best like action-packed movies. And notice like the effect that they have.
Yeah.
It's giving like a dynamic effect as if it's actually moving. We don't often see that in posters.
As if it's like electrocuted.
Yeah.
I think the designers went really ballsy on this one. And they
Yeah.
kind of succeeded.
They did, yeah. And like when you see him, like you wonder why the hell is he doing that? What the hell is he doing? You don't often see that.
He was dead, but he got better.
Yeah.
Now we know why.
Yeah.
Interesting.
City of Ember. This movie actually was color graded similar to this poster. It had like a lot of blues and a lot of amber, yellowish colors.
Very interesting composition.
The composition is also nice. Like notice how the stairs lead up to the exit with the light coming out. Also the cliff leads down to the city. This is the city on the bottom.
Yeah, and the main character is trying to help the other one.
Yeah,
since she's almost falling down. So this is
True.
also like a message
it gives it some dynamism also.
between the escapable or the what's happening beneath the city.
True,
Maybe
true.
There's nothing good happening down there.
And the story, actually, I think they're trying to escape. So this represents the movie well. And the colors, the contrast is really nice
The
also.
opposite of the light blue and the above, and the color of the yellow, and
Yeah,
the orange,
yeah.
and the text, and the city below.
Yeah. Monsters Inc. What do you think of these?
These are nice. Usually, a monster like is being represented with something like very fearful,
Mhm.
or you know, like dark, or but
Yeah.
but these ones have colors in them. And
Yeah.
they're like kind of fun and interesting to the children, maybe especially because this is like a tone movie.
Yeah. The monsters themselves, they are iconic as characters. The character design here, like when you see a small green egg-like monster, you're just gonna remember these guys, or a furry friendly monster, blue monster, you're gonna remember Monsters Inc. And their pose is kind of fun also.
Yeah.
Background is minimal, just a plain white background.
Oof. Display of
Where's the
dramatic
figuration?
portraiture inside of the poster.
The cuts,
Notice the colors of the eyes and the lips
yeah,
as the
definitely
main
stand out.
focus here.
And notice also how the hair creates like a black empty space on the bottom right. That's enough space to add like the title of the movie. And
It's very smart to me. Yeah, the wind is
also the wind gives
taking
some kind
the
of
hair
dynamic
to the
effect.
side.
Yeah.
That's the title.
Yeah, basically aesthetically the face and the colors and all the composition is quite memorable.
Yeah, this is basically how they use like the lighting and the makeup in Geisha. It's like very powerful white, while other features like stand out from the rest.
Nice. The Ring. What do you think of this one?
I think it's kind of mysterious and weird.
Yeah, and whenever you see a ring like this one, you're gonna remember the movie. Also, the poster has some kind of effect, some kind of glitch effect.
Yeah, glitch texture, maybe highlights, blown highlights in the white. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
it kind of has to do with the
Halo effect.
halo effect.
Halo, yeah.
Yeah, the effect, I guess it has to do with the movie itself, where the TV glitches or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice
Interesting.
movie for Christmas.
What a weird display of perspective. I don't think it's like a normal one,
Yeah, it's a dreamy perspective.
especially from the hills and the mountain, which is
Yeah.
like swirly.
I love the composition though, like the full moon has a lot of contrast against the plane.
Yeah, Tim Burton's work.
Yeah, sky, black sky, the mountain spiraling down kind of is very interesting. And the colors, the
Deep
yellow and
contrast.
blue, drew a lot of contrast. And the guy's pose on top as if he's singing to the sky, singing to the moon.
Mm.
Yeah, quite an iconic movie poster. Scott Pilgrim versus the
Well,
World.
interesting. The title is coming from the guitar of the main character.
Yeah.
Looks like he's deeply intense with the music that he's playing.
Yeah, and it kind of gives off like a comic book style, typography. And I think originally it was a comic book, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
I noticed like the composition of the background is minimal with just like a gradient,
And the shadow of the
a
person.
shadow on the bottom, yes. So you don't need to do a lot. It's a good composition, it's balanced,
Mm.
dynamic also.
You notice only like 3 colors in the character.
Yeah,
Maybe the gradient of the poster was taken from the guitar color, I'm not sure.
it's close to it. Yeah,
kind of close.
And
As
it's
a
close.
sunburst
yeah.
of the guitar.
Yeah, and his clothes, the green and blue, they contrast well with the red. Shrek.
Like as if they're leaning on the rock with the S letter.
Yeah, when you see like the Shrek ears, those alone are like iconic.
Yeah.
And notice like the contrast
Texture.
of the blue with the green.
Texture on the S.
Yeah. And the bottom part kind of is within the lower thirds.
Yeah, it's quite unique because the main character are sitting, laying on the letter S,
Yeah,
and the other space is entirely for the letter.
true. It's taking up all
And
the
they
poster
used to-
basically.
to pop out.
Yeah. Pulp Fiction. This was a good movie. Notice how grungy this poster is and kind of looks like a magazine
Magazine.
cover.
I want to say that as well.
Yeah, the top red part lies on the thirds.
Yeah, even the
yellow and
pose of the
red.
character, the lighting, the
Yeah, her pose is iconic with the cigarette,
Legs.
the crossed legs.
text on one side.
Yeah, and guns and everything else in front of her.
It's like a random shot or
It just like represents the movie.
spontaneous.
Spontaneous,
shot.
yeah. Expendables. A lot of
But all
guns.
these guns, yeah. With the gradient from the red to monochromatic.
Yeah. Like all these guns, they just tell you it's gonna be an action-packed movie with a lot of shooting, guns, and when it came out, they said like it's a testosterone overload. Yeah, and it's iconic because whenever you see guns and knives in the shape of wings with a skull, you're just gonna remember Expendables.
Yeah, and do you think the colors they display something like the cold weapon and the hot weapon? Or do you think it has to do something with that?
I think it has to do with
Not
violence. Red is blood or firing or whatever. And they didn't have to do a lot with the background. The plain white background works because the main visual is
Yeah,
quite
because
detailed.
they've already done a lot of details
Yeah.
in the weapons and the skull.
And the symmetry is nice also.
Mm.
Scream 4. The mask of the...
Is enveloping the head of,
It's like-
of
yeah.
one of the characters maybe that is gonna portray next their victim.
Yeah, true. But the mask, I was saying the mask itself is iconic. Whenever you see
Yeah.
it, you know that this is the Scream mask. Notice also how
The 3D of the mask, how it is.
Yeah, notice how the number 4 is placed instead of the A.
And the M is like a sharp knife or something.
Yeah, because it's a slasher movie, basically. Let's check out the next one. V for Vendetta. What do you think of this one?
It's also kind of similar to the Soviet era,
Yeah,
but the display of the characters and the silhouette gives it like a really nice vibe, different vibe from the other movies.
notice how like the city blends into the main character, and below him are like the people of the revolution, very tiny. And below them there's something red, I can't tell what it is. You have to really look closer in order to figure out what it
Maybe
is.
they're emphasizing vendetta or something like this.
Yeah, maybe blood or I don't know what. But it's quite an interesting poster. And the iconic thing about the whole movie is the mask, which became a symbol
Yeah.
for like...
And notice how he placed the weapon on top of the head of the other character. Maybe he's trying to say, I'm gonna end the massacre what this evil person is doing. Because he's portraying Horns as the person who's evil probably.
Yeah, I don't remember this character, who she was, but possible.
Maybe because she's in red.
Yeah, possible.
Maybe she
Possible.
that means something.
Yeah. Well, this was it.
Yeah.
Let us know what your favorite poster was and let us know what you think of these posters. If you want us also to cover some other topics.
Just let us know in the comments what you think, and we'll see you in the next episode.
See you.
Design, baby. Design, baby. You are design,